Everything you are right now, your habits, your routines, your income, your confidence, your peace of mind, it all stems from one single source, your thoughts. What you think about day in and day out is slowly sculpting the blueprint of your reality. Not just sometimes, always. Your mind is the workshop where your destiny is being built. And the truth is, you're building something whether you're aware of it or not. If you constantly think in terms of fear, scarcity, or failure, your life begins to take the shape of that mental pattern. But when you fill your mind with clarity, courage, and unshakable belief, life starts aligning with that vision. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. And what you are is built upon what you think. We live in a world where it's easy, almost too easy, to blame the outside. We point fingers at the economy, the government, our parents, our boss, or our past. But the people who truly break through, who climb out of dark circumstances and rise above their environment, are those who refuse to be defined by it. They're not waiting for permission. They're not waiting for the stars to align. They are driven by one simple truth. If I can't find the path I need, I'll build it myself. And when they get knocked down, they don't wait for someone to rescue them. They become their own rescue team. That's the mindset that separates the average from the exceptional. The moment you stop outsourcing responsibility is the moment you take back power over your future. The mind without direction is like a powerful engine with no steering wheel. It spins, it roars, but it goes nowhere. And often, it crashes. Without a vision, without a goal to move toward, the human mind becomes a breeding ground for worry, anxiety, and doubt. You start to overthink everything. You start to see obstacles where there are none. You fear what hasn't even happened yet. And the longer you stay in that mental fog, the harder it is to remember where you were even trying to go. That's why you must declare your direction, even if it's not perfect, even if it evolves over time. Having a target focuses your energy. Without it, you're just drifting. You were born with the most powerful tool on earth, the human mind. No one had to sell it to you. No one had to give it to you. It came standard, and because it was free, we often take it for granted. We value what costs us money, but we forget to treasure what makes everything else possible. Our ability to imagine, to reason, to dream, and to create. You could lose every material thing you own, and if your mind is still sharp and focused, you can rebuild all of it, and more. Your thoughts are the soil, your beliefs are the seeds, and your life is the harvest. We chase after things, cars, clothes, homes, as if those are the trophies of life. But what really makes a life rich is what we carry inside. Our ability to love, to hope, to rise, to learn. These things cost nothing, yet they're the foundation of everything worthwhile. You can take everything away from a person, but if they still have their vision, their values, and their hunger, they're still dangerous. They're still capable, and they will rise again. Because strength isn't in the possessions, it's in the perspective. The biggest decision you'll ever make in your life is what you want, not what your friends want. Not what your parents think is best, not what society tells you success looks like, but what you genuinely want with every fiber of your being. Once you choose it, truly choose it, everything else begins to organize around that choice. Your mind starts filtering out distractions, your energy shifts, your standards change. That desire becomes a guiding light, something to chase when everything else feels unclear. That's the moment when your life begins to change, not because circumstances got better, but because your focus got sharper. Now that you know what you want, you must live as if it's already yours. See yourself in that future. Feel it. Visualize the version of you who already has what you desire. What does that person look like? How do they talk? How do they carry themselves? When you do this consistently, your brain begins to bridge the gap between who you are and who you must become. You start making decisions not from where you are, but from where you're going. And those decisions, those subtle shifts, compound into transformation. We are not prisoners of fate. We are creators of destiny. You are not stuck. You are simply repeating thoughts that don't serve you. Change your thoughts, and you change your world. You can't keep feeding your mind fear and expect confidence to grow. You can't water the seeds of doubt and expect to harvest faith. If you want something different, you have to start planting something different. And you have to protect that garden. Guard your mind the way a warrior guards a fortress, because what you let in eventually takes root. Imagine you're sitting at the helm of a high-speed vehicle, one that can take you anywhere you choose. But instead of steering it, you close your eyes and hope for the best. That's how most people live. They have this incredible power in their mind, but they never take control. They let old habits drive. They let fear take the wheel. But you have the power to redirect your course at any moment. You just have to decide. And once you do, once you grab that wheel and commit, the same power that once caused chaos becomes the engine of your purpose. There is a law at work in your life, whether you realize it or not. The same law that brings success will bring failure if misused. The same mind that can lift you up can also pull you down. That's why awareness is everything. You have to become the watcher of your thoughts, the curator of your mental energy. Feed your mind with vision, starve it of doubt. Use that law for your benefit, not your destruction. Because your mind doesn't care what you plant, it will grow whatever you sow. Life should not be a slow crawl to death. It should be a blazing adventure. You should wake up with fire in your chest and purpose in your bones. You should do work that challenges you and relationships that inspire you. You were not meant to simply exist. You were meant to come alive, to push, to pull, to create, to become. You were designed to thrive. And deep down you know that. That voice inside you, the one that whispers, more. It's not greed. It's your potential calling. But nothing comes without a price. There is always a cost, and that cost is discipline, focus, sacrifice. It's letting go of distractions. It's standing firm when your old habits come crawling back. It's holding your vision when no one else believes in it. It's reminding yourself every day, I will become what I think about. I will move toward what I focus on. And it's knowing that right now, at this very moment, you're standing on land filled with potential. Your own field of diamonds, but they won't reveal themselves unless you dig. So start now. Because once an idea takes hold in the mind of someone who refuses to quit, that idea becomes inevitable.